All right, let's get right into it. We're talking about maybe the biggest, most important milestone in your entire financial life, saving that first $100,000. I know, it sounds like a massive mountain to climb, but trust me, today we're gonna break down a proven system to get you there way faster than you think is possible. So does this sound familiar? You're working hard, you're doing all the right things, but every time you check your bank account, it feels like you've somehow accidentally subscribed to Broke Life Premium. You're not alone, I promise you. And the problem isn't that you're bad with money. It's that you don't have the right system in place. Yet. So why this number? What is so magical about 100 grand? Well, it's not just a random goal. $100,000 is the critical tipping point. It's the exact moment where your money stops needing your help so much and really starts working for you. It's where compound interest goes from being a tiny whisper to a full-on roar. I'm telling you, hitting this mark makes the next 100,000 come so much faster. The legendary investor Charlie Munger just absolutely nailed the psychology of this. See, at the very beginning, you have to do all of the heavy lifting. Every single dollar has to come from your paycheck, from your side hustle. You are literally building the foundation of your financial house, brick by painful brick. But once that foundation is built, oh man, everything changes. So here's our game plan. We've talked about that turning point. Now we're gonna dive into 3 key areas. First, how to maximize the money you have coming in. Second, the must-know principles for investing it smartly. And finally, pulling the 2 big lifestyle levers that make the biggest impact. This isn't just a list of tips, you guys. This is a system. Let's start with the first step, getting more money into your hands. I want you to picture your income like water pouring into a bucket. Now, if that bucket is full of holes, you're never gonna fill it up, right? These first few strategies are all about plugging the biggest leaks so you can actually start accumulating some serious cash. And the first leak, oh, it is a big one, is taxes. For pretty much all of us, it's one of our single largest expenses. But using tax-advantaged accounts, like a 401k or a traditional IRA, that's not some sneaky trick. The government actually wants you to do this. It's basically like getting an immediate coupon every single time you invest. And this just shows you how powerful that is. Let's say you're in the 22% tax bracket. Well, every $1,000 you put into your traditional 401k instantly saves you $220 on your taxes for that year. Think about that. You only needed $780 of your own take-home pay to make a $1,000 investment. That's a huge return before you've even picked a single stock. Okay, next up is something that is quite literally free money. I am talking about your employer's 401k match. If your company offers this and you are not taking full advantage of it, you are basically walking into your boss's office and saying, you know what, I don't want that raise you're offering me. It's one of the best guaranteed returns you will ever find. Just look at the math here. If you make $50,000 a year and you put in 6%, that's $3,000. An employer with a pretty standard 50% match will just hand you an extra $1,500. Just, here you go. That is a 50% return on your money on day one, guaranteed. You can't get that anywhere else, period. Now, here is a really powerful mindset shift. You always hear people say, live below your means, right? And it can feel so restrictive, like you're constantly depriving yourself. So instead of that, let's focus on expanding your means. The whole idea is to create a new stream of income, maybe some freelance work, a little side business, with one single goal. Every penny from it gets invested. That way, it never even feels like you're taking away from your main budget. Okay, so we've plugged the leaks in our bucket. We've got more money coming in. Now it is time to build the engine that's gonna make all that money grow. These are the core non-negotiable principles to make sure your money is working as hard for you as you did for it. First things first, reinvest your dividends. You know, it's so tempting to see that little cash payout and just take it. But the real magic happens when you put it right back to work. When you reinvest, you buy more shares. Those new shares then pay you even more dividends, which lets you buy even more shares. You see, it's that classic snowball rolling down a hill. And just look at the difference. A whopping 4% jump in historical returns, that is life-changing money over a few decades. All right, strategy number 5. This might sound boring, but I promise you it is absolutely critical. You have to minimize your fees.
Think of investment fees like a silent tax that compounds against you. A tiny, innocent-sounding 1% fee can end up costing you hundreds of thousands of dollars over your lifetime compared to a low-cost fund. It's crazy. Don't pay more for the exact same thing. And this brings us to probably the biggest mistake people make. You have to resist the urge to time the market. The data is so clear on this. People who jump in and out trying to be clever almost always do worse. And you want to know why? Because the market's best days often explode out of nowhere right after the absolute worst days. So if you try to avoid the pain, you almost always miss out on the biggest gains. So this all leads us to the simplest, most effective strategy for most of us. Forget trying to find the next Tesla or the next Amazon. Your goal isn't to get rich quick, it's to get rich for sure. And the most proven, boring, but effective way to do that is by consistently investing in broad market index funds. So what's so great about something like an S&P 500 index fund? Well, for starters, you instantly own a tiny piece of 500 of the biggest, most successful companies in America. It's automatically diversified, it's super simple, and you do not need to be a financial genius. You are simply buying a slice of the entire US economy and letting it do the heavy lifting for you. All right, we have arrived at our final section, and I've saved the best for last. These are the two biggest levers you can possibly pull. Seriously, these two strategies have the power to free up more money for investing than all the others combined. These are the real game changers. Let's talk about the silent wealth killer, lifestyle inflation. This is the trap so many people fall into. You get a nice raise from 40K to 50K, and instead of investing that extra 10 grand, you get a bigger apartment. Then you get another raise, and hey, a new car payment. Before you know it, your income has doubled, but you are still living paycheck to paycheck. It's a nightmare. So here's the rule that breaks you out of that cycle. The moment you get a raise, you automate it. You set up an automatic transfer to invest at least half of that new money before it ever even hits your main checking account. You do this, and your wealth starts growing way faster than your lifestyle. And the best part? You won't even miss the money you never got used to having in the first place. And now for strategy number 1, the biggest lever of them all, your housing cost. Just look at how it absolutely dominates the average person's budget. I mean, when 40, 50, even 60% of your income is going straight to rent or a mortgage, it becomes almost mathematically impossible to build wealth at a fast pace. So how do you attack this beast? Well, it might mean getting a little creative, at least for a few years. You could get roommates, you could move to a cheaper part of town, or a cheaper city altogether. You could even do what's called house hacking, where you buy a duplex or a triplex. You live in one unit, and your tenants in the other units basically pay your mortgage for you. This is not about a lifetime of sacrifice. This is a short-term strategic move to buy you long-term freedom. And if you're not convinced, look at this. This is the insane power of making that one decision. Finding a way to save just $800 a month on housing, which is totally possible with those strategies, and then investing that money instead can add over $500,000 to your net worth in just 20 years. One strategic choice, one massive, massive outcome. So let's put it all together. This is your master plan. You maximize all the free money you can get from tax savings and employer matches. You create extra fuel with a side income. You invest simply and consistently, keeping your fees and, more importantly, your emotions low, and you take aggressive control of your two biggest expenses. You do this, and getting to $100,000 stops being a question of if and starts being a question of when. So I'm just going to leave you with this one final thought. Every single dollar you save and invest today, it's not a sacrifice, it's not about depriving yourself of fun. It is a profound gift that you are giving to the person you're going to be in 10, 20, or 30 years. The only question you have to ask yourself is, what kind of gift are you going to give them?